It's a healthy, attractive looking group of people. It's good. Well, I just want to thank everybody very much for being here. I wanted to do this. We've had some incredible results. The results have come out, and it's like a different place. It's like a different city. It's the capital. It's going to be the best in the world. We're going to do what you're doing with law enforcement, and very importantly also, we're going to physically do it. We're going back to Congress for some money, and we're going to redo a lot of the pavement, a lot of the medians, a lot of the graffiti's all coming off real fast. It's going to come down real fast. We're working with Clark Construction. They're one of the big ones. They're the biggest here by far, actually. And we're going to be not so much building, it's cleaning and fixing and redoing and putting brand new surfaces down on your roads and streets. And when people come in from the airport all the way to the Capitol, the White House, or any place else they're going to say, boy, this place is spotless. So we're doing that. Most importantly, though, we're going to have a crowd of people that are going to be happy. You know, I've received more phone calls from people in the last 4 days than I ever have. I've been here now 4 years plus. And by the way, I think we had about the best 7 months, they're saying, that any president's had. We've done a lot of work. We've done a lot of good work, including the biggest tax cuts that you've ever had. I know you guys don't care about taxes, so you don't care about saving a little tax, but you saved a lot of tax, actually. But we've had a great period of time. But I've never received so many phone calls thanking me for what we've done in Washington, D.C., from people that haven't gone to a restaurant literally in 4 years. And they said, you know, what you've done it's unprecedented, because what they said it was just unsafe. We couldn't do it. A great period of time. But I've never received so many phone calls thanking me for what we've done in Washington, D.C., from people that haven't gone to a restaurant literally in 4 years. And they said, you know, what you've done it's unprecedented, because what they said it was just unsafe. We couldn't do it. We'd go out and you'd see the stories, you'd read the stories, you'd see all of the things that are happening, and they said we couldn't stand it, sir. Now I take my wife and we haven't seen here ever, and I think it's probably right now. It's, to me, I feel very safe now, and I'm hearing people are very safe, but I know within 2 weeks it's going to be, Pam, it's going to be at a level that's even far superior. So I just wanted to thank you all. You're doing incredible. I want to make this absolutely perfect. It's our capital, and I guess it used to be many years ago safe, but it's certainly not had a very good run. And you got to be strong, you got to be tough, you got to do your job. Whatever it takes to do your job, you got to do your job. But the crime numbers are way down. I'm looking at, you saw some of the stats, they just read them out to me inside, the numbers that we haven't seen here ever. And I think it's probably, right now, it's, to me, I feel very safe now, and I'm hearing people are very safe, but I know within 2 weeks it's going to be, Pam, it's going to be at a level that's even far superior. So I just wanted to thank you all. You're doing incredible. You're incredible people. You make the country run, frankly. You make the whole place run. We're going to have the best Capitol ever. We're going to have it's going to look better than it ever did. Even at the White House, I'm building a ballroom. They've been after a ballroom for 150 years, but they never had a real estate guy as a president. You know, I've done a lot of ballrooms, and we're going to make this one the best of them all. But we're doing a real job. As far as the country's concerned, we're respected again. We had a country that was laughed at a year ago. They thought they couldn't understand what was happening, and it's about leadership. But we had a country that was a dead country in many ways. Went to Saudi Arabia, I went to Qatar, I went to UAE. We came back with $5.1 trillion of investment in this country, and we're over 17 trillion. Now, a lot of you don't know what that means, and nobody knows what it means because it's never happened before. In 5 months, because really it's a 5-month, even though we're here 7, but we started 5 months ago in terms of investment, and we have, because they see what's happened to our country, we're going to be over 17 trillion with a T, dollars of investment. There's never been anything close. If we did 1 trillion in a year, And we're talking about over a 5-month period, maybe 6 months if you look at it, but over $17 trillion. We're building plants, auto plants, AI plants, all sorts of plants all over the country. I'm giving them the right. Lee Zeldin's done a fantastic job. We're giving them the right to build electric plants. They become almost like a public utility because we have old grids. We have a lot of stuff that's old. We wouldn't be able to compete with China AI. And now we're totally leading the AI race and the artificial intelligence. It's a big deal. And it's the hottest thing there is for probably in 35, 40 years. It's a lot of people don't know what it is. Just trust me, it's very hot. It's big. But they need massive amounts of electricity. They need more electricity than we have right now in the whole country servicing everything. In other words, we have to at least double it up to be competitive and to be leading. And we're more than doubling it up. And what I'm doing is I'm letting all of these very rich companies, and they've got nothing but they got a lot of money, and they want to invest it in the United States, and they're building big plants, but they're building electric plants with it. I said, you build your building, and these are buildings that cost 30, 40, 50 billion dollars when you include everything that's inside, all the technology. I said, I'm going to let you build electric plants to fire your own electricity, and anything that you have left over, you sell it back into the grid. So all of these big factories that are being built are building their own electric plants fired by oil and gas. They're not fired by wind, by the way, because wind doesn't work, but we won't say that. It destroys everything. It looks terrible. It's a very expensive form of energy. And we're not doing wind. We're going back to fossil fuel. I hope not too many of you people are going to be upset, but we have to go back to what works. We can't be foolish. But we're building massive electric plants all over the country. The companies are building, and then they sell it back into the grid. But we're building numbers that nobody's ever seen. We're auto plants. We have many auto plants going up, whereas during the last 4 years, as you know, we had like none. People weren't investing here. So where they weren't investing and they were leaving. But I just finished by saying this. So I was with the King of Saudi Arabia. I was with all of the NATO leaders a couple of weeks ago, and they are putting up not 2%, but 5%. They said 5% of GDP. That's a lot of money. They'll have trillions of dollars put up. They were putting up 2, but they weren't paying it. Now they're putting up 5, and they're all paying it. And they all said the same thing. They said, 1 year ago, your country was dead. We never thought it was coming back. And now you have the hottest country anywhere in the world. These are the leaders of other countries, the prime ministers and the presidents, every one of them said essentially the same thing, said we had a dead country, and we felt that way, and we were. And this place was emblematic of it with the crime, the horrible crime. And you know, I watch these phony reports, we were on the way back. They weren't on the way back. It was worse than ever just a short while ago, but now it's going to be, I think right now, it's better than it has been in years. And in a couple of weeks, it's going to be even far better than that. And everybody's safe now. Everybody feels safe. And they're all coming in. And people are now coming in. They're making reservations to come in. They want to be in Washington, D.C. One of the things we're going to be redoing is your parks. I'm very good at grass because I have a lot of golf courses all over the place. I know more about grass than any human being, I think, anywhere in the world. And we're going to be regrassing all of your parks, all brand new sprinkler systems, the best that you can buy, just like Augusta. It'll look like Augusta. It'll look like, more importantly, Trump National Golf Club. That's even better. But we're going to have all brand new, beautiful grass. You know, like everything else, grass has a life. Do you know that? Grass has a life. You know, we have a life and grass has a life. And the grass here died about 40 years ago. So we're going to be rebuilding all of your parks, and it's going to happen fast. It's going to go up like a miracle. So you do the job on safety, and I'll get this place fixed up physically, and we're going to be so proud of it at the end of 6 months. But let's say at the end of a year, this place will be maxed out in terms of beauty. You'll have all new surfaces. You'll have all new medians. Everything's going to look beautiful. A lot of your signs are going to be taken down. They've been up for 40 years. They look like hell. They're barely standing up. They're falling off their holders. And we're going to have all new everything. And I want to just thank Doug for doing such an incredible job. You've been unbelievable. You're a popular guy. No, he's an amazing guy. He's an amazing guy. Everybody love him. We love you. And his wife is so incredible. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Pam, Thank you very much. What a job. People don't realize, they're going to see, she'll go down as the greatest Attorney General we've had. I really mean it too. And where's my Christy? You dear. Thank you very much. She's been incredible. And she can ride a horse like nobody. Horses, she whips those horses around. But I want to thank you very much. And Steve Miller, so fantastic. And Todd Blanche, who's been with me so long, and he's one of the best lawyers you'll ever find. And we're having a lot of victories. I had a victory today. You know, they stole $550 million from me with a fake case.
That sound is on the feed. It's not me.
Case. It's a terrible thing, but it's a nice victory. You know, I mean, it's not bad. You know, we all have our limits, but this was a terrible thing that done. It was a witch hunt, and I've had more witch hunts than any human being, I think, in history. And here we are with the President of the United States. So it didn't work out too well for them, but. Maybe now it's turned a little bit. These are very dishonest people. We have to fight. We have to win because we have to win. And you people are winners. And I just think it's such an honor to be with you. And we're going to make Washington, D.C. great again. We're making our country great again. The country is very close to being great. When they say it's the hottest country in the world, they mean it. And this Capitol is right now, after 5 days, it's at a level that you haven't seen in a long time, and it's all because of you. So I want to thank you all very much. It's an honor to be with you, and we'll always be with you. We're going to be with you for as long as I'm around. You're going to be treated as nobody more important, and thank you all very much for being here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Doug, would you like to say something?
No, not at this time.
Thank you all. President, I'm looking at all.
So we're going to have some fun. We'll eat, and I'll eat with you, and we're going to have a little fun. We're going to celebrate, but then we're going to get back to work, and we're going to take care of these criminals. We're going to put them where they have to be. You're going to say, don't play around with us. Don't play around with us. So let's go have something to eat. You're going to like the hamburgers? Would you rather have hamburgers from the White House or pizzas from a good place, huh? I think they want the hamburgers. Have a good time, everybody. Thank you very much. Christy, thank you very much, darling. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Judge Jeanine is here. She's unbelievable. We have Leo 2.0. Whoa. Judge, I didn't see you over there. It's lucky I spotted her. It's lucky I spotted her. I would have been in big trouble. And Leo, Leo 2.0, we love Leo. He's a great prosecutor, that's for sure. They both started off really as law enforcement and top lawyers and judges and law enforcement, and that's how they became famous. Then they went into show business, and everyone thought, gee, were they real? But they were the real deal, and you're both doing great. Thank you very much. Pam, do you want to say something? Jeanine?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of you. Every night when you hit the street, you make a difference, not just for us, but for everyone in the district. They are grateful for what you do. They are thankful. And I am making sure that we back the blue to the hilt. Every arrest you make, we're going to the longest way to make sure that we charge in those cases. So God bless you and thank you for what you do. You're making a difference. And Mr. President, without you, no one would even have tried. So thank you.
30 seconds. We have the greatest president in our lifetime protecting this country, and you guys have done a great job. And I've had the privilege to work with the greatest Attorney General in Pam Bondi. This team really appreciate you. We want to thank you. You are doing the work that makes this country great, protecting America. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Be safe.
So I gather the Secret Service obviously didn't give him the approval to do a full ride along. So I was sitting on the couch and I got a notification. Hey, listen, he's gonna go. He's gonna go. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't put something together that fast. Can't put up any notifications. Can't even do much. Couldn't even really get dressed in time to actually come out here and turn all the lights on. I don't even know if they're on behind me. But I had to get, oh yeah, I don't hear any libtards screaming there. No, not going to hear them there. Not at all. But President Trump is, you only see this usually when you see them like going overseas and talking to the troops. So, I mean, these guys are love. I had gotten a text earlier from a buddy of mine who is a sheriff here in Florida, and he's like, if Trump gets out there like the dump truck and he goes on patrol and he puts on full tactical gear, it's over. It's absolutely over. With this, it may be the same thing. It may be over right now. Because there are police officers and all kinds of first responders that are watching this and watching. He called all these guys in, National Guard, Capitol Police, everybody, and is feeding them, and they're gonna love it. There's not much more sound other than right now they're all talking and getting burgers and stuff, and I'm just gonna let it play, and we'll just watch until they cut the feed. And by the way, you guys sometimes have to understand, especially with these impromptu type feeds. Nobody knows what's going on. Somebody flips the switch and says, you got 5 minutes, get ready. And don't know if their sound is going to work, don't know if there's going to be dropped frames, all this kind of stuff. So you just have to go with it because it's live and there's nothing anybody can do. Somebody could step on a plug there and go poof, everything goes away. So let's just watch the rest of this. Yep, that's it. All right, so they cut the whole feed. That was it. They're done. Just a little impromptu thing. No show or anything. At this point, it may be too late for me to try and put together a 7 o'clock show. So that was President Trump. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, I got the notification here. It says further live coverage expected. So when I get these feeds, just give you a little inside baseball. Here, let me show you what it says. It says further live coverage is expected. So it tells me in advance, hey, we may be cutting back, so don't cut your show. If you're pulling this feed in, you may not want to cut yet. So I can't cut yet because until it says event over, they may cut back to it. They may do something else. So they haven't given the all clear and told everybody to go home. Just to let you guys know how this stuff works behind the scenes, and when I'm pulling feeds from here or there, especially the live feeds, that's the kind of notification we have. And so as long as that says that and doesn't say event ended, that means I need to basically stay on standby just in case something does happen, which means they may have gotten a notification that he is going to get into a car and ride around. I'm not really sure. That would be flipping awesome. Yep, we got some more video. All right. We did, but now it's gone again. And that was weird. Okay, hold on. We got some more stuff. So what we may be looking at, he may be going to the motor pool. I don't see the big beast anywhere, and I don't see anybody heading back towards the White House. So he may be getting ready to get in a car and go on a ride around. That would be crazy. Also, there's a bit of breaking news. There is reports of an active shooter at Villanova University in Florida. So there's an active shooter report on the campus of Villanova right now as we're watching this. I'm not sure if he got in one of those vehicles. If that's a white vehicle he got in, it's not the Beast. So maybe he's getting into one of the police cars. I don't know. We shall see. They're pulling back. These guys are probably kind of far away from where everything is happening. They made them go out there. They're trying to zoom in. It doesn't. Let me look at the other feed. I don't know if they're posting anything on here. No, don't see anything. So I'll keep an eye on it. Please delete Barry's cut of the mariachi lady. You don't want to hear the mariachi lady sing anymore? All right, so let me just explain what's going on, because people are like, what the hell's wrong with the cameraman? No, the cameraman, as you can see, is walking out into the field and he's trying to find a different shot. You just happen to see, this is what happens when they do the live remotes and stuff. They try to walk around, but they don't show it on television because they cut away from it. Like, you know, I would do this, and boom, just like it just did, as the guy is running around trying to find another spot. And it goes dark, and in between, you know, I get this. There's nothing there. Yep, there it comes up again. Further live coverage is expected. So that's the kind of thing. It just keeps bouncing around until they get to the location or anything where they're going to be, and they're going to take up some more video, or it may just say you're done, and that's it. So I was telling you, just a little other news was that there isn't reports. Nobody has not been confirmed. The cops are running around the campus of Villanova University right now, looking or checking into the active shooter. Let me see what else is going on. So, yeah, let me see if I can play something while we're. My ears bleed with that woman. You don't like the mariachi lady? Oh my gosh! I just thought that was the funniest thing ever. Funniest thing ever that she was talking. Trump Patrol 1. So I'm still getting the notification here that it may come back and something may happen. And so we'll stick with it and see if he does get in one of the police cars and rides around. Looking to see anything else here. Don't know. We shall see. Shall see if it pops back up. I'll leave it up in the interim. We can talk about some other things. Yeah, they're not taking it off. SV just hit me with a message here. Oh, Miss AJ, hi Barry. I believe the Democrats want the Hunger Games. They don't want to empower. They just want power and to fill their deep pockets. Them and the uniparty rhinos are so gross. Thank you, Miss AJ. You're absolutely true. So what I do have, see, here's what happened. I was in the midst of collecting my content for tonight. And as I was collecting my content for tonight and creating a show, this is what happened. It just like I got the notification from the feed company and said, hey, get ready. He's going live. I'm like, oh man, so it's going to completely mess me up. But I was able to do it. So what I'm going to do is I have some video that I was getting ready for the second show. I'll keep this open so I can see it, but I'll go ahead and let's do a segment. Want to do a segment? Let's do a segment. So, get in show mode. All right, show mode. All right, let's talk about culture wars. You guys saw what happened with Cracker Barrel yesterday, and there's some other culture stuff I figured I'd just throw in here since I had it ready anyway. All right, so let's look at this while we're waiting to see if anything is coming up.
All right, I got to ask this question. I think I probably know the answer. What if all the customers are coming at you hard enough about the look of the restaurant and they want to go back to the old way? Would you do it?
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite. I actually happen to be in...
I guess she doesn't go on X that much. She says it's been overwhelmingly positive. Really? Maybe she doesn't even check her stock ticker to understand how bad things are, how it just dropped off a cliff. I showed everybody earlier the stock ticker for Cracker Barrel. Let me just check it now at the end of the day. Let you guys see it as well. But she lost something like 20%. Cracker Barrel stock. Boom. Let's see what it ended up today. It kind of rebounded at the end. Just to bring you guys up to speed on this. Hold on a second. You can see it yourself. This is the Cracker Barrel stock for today. Just today. Not counting yesterday. This is Cracker Barrel stock. It went down 7% just today. That's the one-day look, all right? So if you got that as the one-day look, people are overwhelmingly saying it's fantastic. Well, you lost 7% of your stock today. All right, so let's see what it was for 5 days, the last 5 days. You lost 12.46% of your stock in the last 5 days. And then over the last month, you're down a whopping 17%. So it's not looking good, honey. And you're telling everybody, you want to sell this so bad that you're telling everybody, oh, everyone's overwhelmingly positive, except the people who buy our stock. I mean, it literally fell off a cliff, but this woman is out there saying, you know what, this is fantastic. We're just going to completely destroy our brand, but it's fantastic.
Orlando last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and once every other year. And the number one question that I got asked, Michael, was how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
Oh, really?
So because the feedback and the buzz is so good, not only from our customers, but from our team members. They want...
Again, your team members and your customers, you're not paying attention. I'm not saying X is real life, but if you took a study of all the different places, go to X, go to Facebook, don't go to Reddit. You definitely don't want to go to Reddit. And just look around at all the different things people are saying. You wouldn't be so jolly talking to Michael Strahan. What is SB said? Breaking news from Rubio. All right, hold on. Let me finish this, then I'll go to Rubio, because this woman...
work in a wonderful restaurant. So we're doing everything for our guests and our team members.
Well, Julie Messino, it's wonderful to have you here.
Pleasure to be
thank
here.
You
Thank you
for
again.
answering those questions for all the Cracker Barrel fans out there. There's a lot of great changes.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
A lot of great changes, Michael Strahan says. No, they're not. They're crap. They're complete crap. Why do you think she's on your show? You see, the CEO of a brand wouldn't just go on the show if everything was hunky-dory. Hey, you did a major rebrand. How did the people react? Get out there and tell everyone it's fantastic. And try to get them to keep coming to eat here. Cracker Barrel has been a staple of Southern cuisine. It had that feel where you went in. Most of the places I've been to had a nice big fireplace. It was very homey, especially on a cold day as you're coming off the highway, coming off of 95, and you go into a Cracker Barrel and you can just smell the warmth of the wood burning, and then the food and everything about it. I wouldn't go there if you're looking to stay on a diet, but before you go on a diet, you can go to Cracker Barrel and you can get food. But now it doesn't even look like a Cracker Barrel. I swear, the one I looked at looked like a Steak and Shake. It looked so antiseptic. It didn't look inviting. It definitely didn't feel warm. If you've been into a Cracker Barrel in the wintertime, you walk in, it's like, I feel it. It's very warm. These people have ruined their brand, and hopefully they get rid of this woman, especially when you see some of the other stuff that they've been doing. You can tell by the glasses to know. By the way, what the hell is going on with these glasses? Do they have do they market it to just those people? And hey, we got the glasses. You got to wear the glasses, sort of like the Kramer thing. You got to wear the ribbon. Get the glasses. Absolutely insane. SV just sent me something. This is pretty cool. Effective immediately, we are pausing all issuance of worker visas for commercial truck drivers. The increasing number of foreign drivers operating large tractor-trailer trucks on U.S. roads is endangering American lives and undercutting the livelihood of American truckers. I was stuttering there because I was watching the feed of the people in Villanova running around. Looks like they may have caught somebody. But this is huge. Good start. don't let them get on American roads again. The guy got transferred back to Florida, and Ron DeSantis is going to make sure that this guy never sees the light of day again. That's for sure. All right, so let me show you one more thing. I had this in the can as well. It's the next piece here, and it's about the culture wars. I'm never going to be one who makes fun of someone's appearance. I'm not going to be that guy. But I'm going to play it. You can take your own inferences from it, okay? Because, damn, when you're about to see this, all right?
The Sydney Sweeney ad, have you seen it?
Oh, yes, I have.
What are your thoughts?
Trying to calm myself, but that would,
Is right. Put your armpits down. Quick, please. Do that.
Sydney Sweeney has good really? Like, the eugenics in that. It's dripping with it, and I'm like, no.
When you saw it, what did you think?
If she thinks that's got some eugenics ripping through it, wait till she reads about this woman named Margaret Sanger. That, read up on her.
Think of.
I mean, I thought, it was disgusting. I think it's just showing what kind of country we're turning into. Because it's white supremacy at the end of the day. That's what this ad is representing.
Sydney Sweeney wearing jeans is white supremacy. Saying my blue jeans, I've got great, that's white supremacy. Spoken by a white woman. The media has done their job. They have absolutely done their job. They have been able to convince white people, some white people, to hate themselves. Sydney Sweeney, a white woman just told you that it's white supremacy that she is doing a jeans commercial. Yeah, that's some serious gaslighting, brainwashing, MK Ultra stuff there to get white people to say that. Whew, okay.
I didn't see it, but I have heard quite a bit about it, and a lot saying that it's slighted towards like eugenics and comparing the blue jeans to blue jeans, blue blood, white hair.
I haven't seen it. Should have been the end of the interview. Have you seen it? No, I haven't seen it, but I understand it's it's really bad. There's all kinds of eugenic stuff in it.
Or not white hair, but like blonde hair, blue eyes, and there's been a lot of comparison to that. I think it's absolutely unacceptable.
Yeah, that's
It's absolutely unacceptable to have a white woman with blonde hair and blue eyes slithering around with jeans. Absolutely unacceptable. Why? What is it exactly that you find? Oh, that's right. It's eugenics. Oh, I forgot. My bad.
a good look. I mean, she's blonde hair, blue-eyed, white woman, very cute, and a lot of the things she's been doing online have been a little bit questionable. It seems like
Seriously? Seriously?
she's definitely been, pandering to a certain group of men online.
I've seen parts of it, not the whole thing. I understand why people are offended.
Well, tell us. Tell us exactly why people are offended. It's a jeans commercial. And the other lady who had the sign, in case you didn't see the entire sign that she had on her shirt, bands off my body. Ban off of her body.
Whatever the intentions were, the impact is very problematic.
It's not acceptable to begin with. So
Yeah. And I was thinking,
It's not acceptable. Why? Well, maybe if we, I'm not going to talk about anybody's appearance, but maybe that might be the reason why they find it unacceptable. She has a shirt on that I can't see the top, but it says something about eat trash. and the other one has a giant tattoo on her left boob, and they both have the glass look, and they just say it's unacceptable.
People online being like, okay, well, if we ran the same ad with a black woman, it would be interpreted differently. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is that, you know, a black woman probably wouldn't use the same inflection.
Oh gosh. She wouldn't use the same inflection like you just did? What inflection was Sydney Sweeney using in that ad for those for those who are paying attention to the inflection? Lady, you were spending too much time, and you gave American Eagle Outfitters way too much credit to be intently listening and looking for the inflection of the words that she spoke. The inflection. That's what she concentrated on. Inflection.
And, you know, they didn't do that. So, you know, they can say what ifs all they want, but the fact of the matter is they used a white woman to send a very specific message.
How about you?
Okay, hold on. Two white women speaking, and they're upset because American Eagle Outfitters used a white woman to send a very specific message. Wow, you people spent way too much time on what was being said because 90% of the people didn't pay any attention to the words. And all of a sudden, people are like, I gotta have those jeans. Their stock, unlike Cracker Barrel, shot through the roof. One company did something really good. The other company failed miserably because that's who they're targeting. This is the Cracker Barrel crowd right here. This is now who Cracker Barrel is targeting. Meanwhile, American Eagle Outfitters, they decided to target people who are actually going to buy jeans, not listening to... I don't get it.
I definitely think if it were a black woman, it would send a different message.
And so, those of you who have seen it, was it Levi's? Whatever, came out and tried to copy it. Sort of like Gavin Newsom with Trump. They tried to copy exactly the same thing. They brought Beyonce, and I mean the whole thing. They brought Beyonce out with a low-cut jacket or whatever, in tight jeans, and they even copied the blonde hair on a black woman. So you have to wonder, ma'am, it'd be different if it was a black woman. Okay, so what about the black woman who tried to look white? I mean, it's confusing, I understand, but, you know, I can't.
Specifically because that's the world that we've created, that we've grown up in. And so...
Oh, get me off this planet. Oh, no, she just said that's the world we've created. That's where we are right now. What world are you living in? Oh, I see. That's right. I can see the world you're living in.
By specifically using a white person, it completely disregards everything that we've spent the last centuries working towards. And
I got to stop her there. I knew once you guys saw this, you'd be like, what? Everything we've been working for the last century, it just completely destroys that. What in the hell have these people been working on for the last century? By the way, she looks like she's only been on the planet for 25 or 30 years. But for some people who've been here longer, how did it destroy what we've all been working on? See, maybe I pay too much attention to the words these people say, but that's what she just said. Here, listen again.
Using a white person, it completely disregards everything that we've spent the last centuries working towards. And so that...
Savannah is the lady who's making this video. She's probably thinking to herself, "Oh, this is gold. I have got recording gold. This is the best ever. Just let these people talk and embarrass themselves. because I know she was thinking, because Savannah is very, very smart. I watched her videos. She had to have been thinking, what exactly has this woman, I think it's a woman, has been working on for the last 100 years before she was even born? And how does it have no regard for everything that you've been working on for 100 years? Somebody can explain it. I'll look in the comments here.
It rubs us the wrong way.
You know, a company like American Eagle, not surprised. And I think any, thinly veiled, whatever they're trying to put out is not very thinly veiled at all. And people can see through it. And so hopefully...
I'm pretty sure if you could see through it, they would have sold a whole lot more jeans. so I'm not sure you're exactly right there. I'm pretty sure if they could see through it, to the moon. So what message did you get from this? Well, you got the Hamas hanky or something around your neck. Oh boy.
With enough outrage, companies will be afraid to put those types of messaging out.
I get both sides of the argument, like...
This one.
She's talking about, like, actual jeans, but then I get the other side saying, like, oh, but, like, this could be, like, a play on words for, like, something else.
Yeah. You're smart. It could be a play on words. It's called a double entendre. I don't know if you went through school and found out that you can do kind of things like that. And play on words is something that's been involved in since Shakespeare, before then, have been writing plays. That's why they call it a play on words. It's been used in marketing for quite some time. Put the other woman back so I can see if she knew 100 years ago when Wendy's had "Where's the beef?" Where plop plop fizz fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Who do you think they were talking about? It's a play on words. Plop plop fizz fizz. Yeah. But these young people don't seem to have any clue of life. It is an absolute sad thing. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And it's one of those things that also I don't want to be involved in it. It would hurt too much to meet somebody like this and then talk to them and try to get them to understand. It was fun. You remember fun? Did they erase that in these younger generations? Did they stop having fun where everything had to have a message and, oh my God, the play on word? What are you talking about? Have fun. Unless this is their style of fun.
Like, honestly, I think there's just so much more going on in the world that, like, an ad about Sydney Sweeney isn't something that we need to pay attention to. It's this, and it's actually fighting for people's rights and committing to kicking out Donald Trump.
Oh, I've said it so much, it just drives me crazy. These people are never, ever, ever coming back. This is what's most important. We need to stay here and never smile or laugh or have fun anytime ever again, because we need to get rid of Donald Trump. When I would specifically ask her, why? But she won't tell you.
J.D. Vance and RFK Jr. Because they are fucking everything up. So I think that ad is like, I get it, people are outraged, but that's not what we need to be paying attention to.
Yeah, everything's effed up. Yeah, I left that for, emphasis. So just to let you guys know, I'm still seeing the further live, so I will continue to go in case of, they end up doing something further live, because they could possibly. Nick Sortor, in reference to the whole Villanova shooting thing, there's some sick people out there, boy. Some sick people. Update, Villanova is now saying that the active shooter situation was a cruel hoax. Someone wanted to terrorize the opening mass, and they succeeded. If you didn't know, Villanova is a Catholic school. FBI needs to find this person and put them in prison. Wow. Today, as we are celebrating orientation mass to welcome our newest Villanovans and their family, panic and terror ensued with the news of a possible shooter at the law school. Mercifully, no one was injured, and we now know it was a cruel hoax. There was no active shooter, no injuries, and no evidence of firearms present on campus. Man, there's some sick pups. Some seriously sick pups. All right, so I'm going to keep going until they tell me they're done. Because at this point, hold on, let me just see if there's anything else I see right now. It still says coming soon, as you can see here. Further live coverage is expected. So I don't know what's coming or what they're planning. I'm checking different feeds, not really sure, but that's okay. I'll finish what I have here, and then we will call it an evening. While I'm here, what I think I shall do, one second, because I do have more content. I just have to turn off those comments for a second, and then I'll put them back up. 1 second. Might as well talk about one of my sponsors real quick here, and that way, this